What's going on, Flicks Talkers? Welcome back to the channel. If you guys are new here, then welcome. Today, I'm going to be talking about the Toni Collette-led film Dream Horse, which comes out in theaters this Friday, May 21st, 2021. It's also rated PG and has a runtime of 1 hour and 53 minutes. And this film is directed by Euros Lyn, who also directed Doctor Who from 2005 to 2010. But before I do get into the synopsis of this film and who this film does star, make sure you guys support the channel by hitting that big thumbs up to like the video. It does go a long way and it spreads these videos to those that are unsubscribed. And if you yourself are unsubscribed, consider doing so today and hit that bell notification for future videos. Dream Alliance is an unlikely racehorse bred by small-town Welsh bartender Jane Vokes. With no experience, Jan convinces her neighbors to chip in their meager earnings to help raise Dream in the hopes he can compete with the racing elites. Now, like I said before, this film does star Toni Collette, but it also does star Damian Lewis, Sian Phillips, Owen Teale, and Nicholas Farrell, just to name a few. Alright, now let me start off by prefacing this review, guys. I don't normally watch films like this. Obviously, if you guys can check the background, I'm a huge horror fan, love action movies, love dramatic films, but guess what? Sometimes a change of pace is needed in my life. And a big shout out to Bleecker Street, who did send me a screener copy to give you guys my honest thoughts, and that's what I'm here to do. Now, the acting performances from Toni Collette are like no other. If you guys know Toni Collette, her body of work, Knives Out, Hereditary, she is a multifaceted character. She can really embody just literally anybody, and you really do fall in love with her performances on screen. And in this film, she is playing a Welsh woman who is in a small Welsh village, and it's apparent from the beginning of this film that they don't have the means to survive. There he is. Let alone give anything to support the dream of Jan, played by Toni Collette. Now, Toni Collette did a great job playing Jan, just someone that was really sick and tired of her mundane lifestyle once again in this small village, and she wanted to try something different. She overheard someone talking about their experiences with a horse, just kind of breeding a horse and just training it to race, and that's something that really resonated with her and really sparked the fire underneath her to just kind of do it, and she just went out and did it. And that's kind of what I like to see, because it's a change of pace from normal characterization, especially from real life situations. Most of us aren't spontaneous like that, where we'll go out and just purchase a horse, raise it, and ultimately just cross our fingers hoping that it's a racehorse. I just really love seeing that go-getter fight spirit inside of her, and really able to get the whole town around her, backing her up, and ultimately just cheering for the victories. Now, another character that I did enjoy his performance, guys, was Brian, played by Owen Teale. He plays the husband to Jan. I thought this guy was just so lovable. He was very supportive, even though in the beginning we're introduced to someone who's very cold, very callous, but he started to grow on me along the way and really embrace and support his wife, who they didn't really have the best relationship when we're introduced to both of them, even though we see glimpses of kind of a past in photographs, and we see that there was something there in the beginning. And all I could say about this guy, Brian, is he was definitely a sailor in his past life. I mean, he had a tattoo of an anchor on his ear, he had tattoos on his hands. He was definitely out to sea for a while. And also another good performance was by Howard, played by Damian Lewis. Now, this was a character that was definitely behind Toni Collette as well, and along the way he was fighting his own journey, not only with himself, but it also circulated around the family dynamic. So we see how much that impacts his own life, just kind of being obsessed with some of this horse racing, horse breeding, and just horses in general. Even though this movie does focus on Jan and Brian, they did a good job of slicing out a chunk just for him, and we got some good character backstory with him. And I can't forget the performance of Dream himself, Dream Alliance. The close-up shots, the wide-angle shots of this horse, it really just seemed very, very embracing, loving, especially when Toni Collette was side by side with Dream, that she had almost spawned Dream in some of these scenes. It really felt like she might have been the mother at some points. She was very, very emotional, very, very caring and loving, and she just really treated Dream as he was one of her own. Also, this movie did a great job of showing the power of community. When a town comes together to do something and they just get it done, I thought it was fantastic. I kept thinking to myself, this is based on a true story. This seems so magical. And And it's always awesome to see the actual Jan and Brian, the people that were involved in this movie, at the end, which we did get to see, and Dream himself in a picture before the credits rolled. And I always love seeing that, especially if it's a based on true story movie. All in all, this movie had fight, it had spirit, it had love, it had support, it had all of the things that you want in an underdog story, with obviously its trials and tribulations, because that's how life is. Though I'm not gonna say this movie was predictable whatsoever, but I knew that there's a formula for movies in general, based on a true story or not. I know that you're gonna get a huge chunk of positivity, but you're also gonna have your downs, guys. It's a roller coaster of emotions sometimes, and once again, that's just life. That's what makes these movies so gritty, so real, and so impactful. After the credits roll and you get up and just say, wow, that movie just hit me and now I want a horse. So all that being said, guys, I really don't have any cons about this movie. It's coming in even under 2 hours. I usually gripe and bicker about the length of films, but because of the intensity of some of these scenes, and we get to see a lot of horse racing scenes in this film, and once again, even though this is not my forte, I was on the edge of my seat, nail biting, really rooting for Dream Alliance, and I thought it was portrayed, it was visually stunning, it was a great movie overall. Now all that being said, guys, my rating for Dream Horse, I'm gonna give a solid 4 out of 5 stars, saying I definitely recommend you guys check it out this Friday in theaters, May 21st. But if you guys can't catch it in theaters in your area for whatever reason, make sure you guys are checking it out on digital. It does come out on June 11th, 2021. All right, guys, do you plan to see Dream Horse? Let me know in the comments below. And if you guys are watching this after the release of Dream Horse and you have seen it, let me know what you guys thought about the film. And if you guys did appreciate my review, let me know by giving me a big thumbs up to like the video. It always does help to spread these videos out to those that aren't subscribed. And if you yourself aren't subscribed, consider doing so today and hitting that bell notification. Also, guys, if you want to keep up to date with the latest and greatest in movie and entertainment news, make sure to follow me on my social medias. I'll leave all that down in the description below. All right, guys, till next video, I'm gone. Peace.